Hey girls, I'm just quick doing a video on a first period story. I'm hoping this isn't going to be a long video, and it's probably boring because you can't see my face and I don't really have anything in my hands that's interesting, so I'm sorry about that much. But anyway, basically, the day that I had my first period was 11/11/11, so it was November 11th, 2011, and my birthday is on November 30th, and so it was a couple days before my mm, thir- 13th birthday. I was almost 13, and I was actually over at my friend's house, and I was sitting on her couch. I was sitting cross-legged. I remember this so distinctly. I was sitting like this. Let me try to sit like this in the car. I'm in the car. I was sitting like this, and so sitting like that, and then I all of a sudden felt a rush, okay? And I kind of thought, maybe it was just discharge because you have that. And so I was thinking maybe it was just discharge, but it was a lot. So I went to the bathroom just so I could wipe it out of my underwear, and I saw that it was blood. And so I was like, oh, I just started my period. And I didn't have my mom around. I had my friend who had already started her period. She's actually 2 years younger than me, but she already had hers. Sorry if I'm talking too fast. I'll slow down a bit. And so I knew what to do. I mean, I was actually the type of girl, this is really bad to admit, but I wore tampons before I got my period, and I would wear them because I didn't like discharge. So I would wear tampons for the discharge. And that's the worst idea ever. Don't do it. But I did that. So I already knew how to wear a tampon. So on my first period, I started tampons because I knew that I wouldn't like pads. I think that they're gross and pads are nasty and I hate them. If you want me to go further in a tampon versus pad video, I will be glad to do that. Just leave a comment if you want the tampon versus pad video or inbox me or whatever. And so I just saw in the bathroom that I was bleeding. And I know where she kept her tampons because I would use them on other days because discharge, and I would wear tampons. I wouldn't wear the tampons every day. I would just wear them occasionally, so I already knew how to put them on. So I just kind of did that and wore those, and I realized they were regulars, and they only helped for about 2 hours. And so I leaked, and it was like on my pants, but nobody noticed. And so I kind of just wore those. No, I didn't wear those pants all day. I kind of changed my pants and put in a new tampon, but I realized regulars aren't going to work for me. They only work for 2 hours. So I went to the store and I bought some supers, and those still worked for barely any time at all. And then the Super Pluses, they worked really good, which are the Tampax Pearl Super Pluses. They look like this. I just did a video about them, so that's why they're right here with me. But so my first period, I started wearing tampons because I don't like pads and I think that they're nasty. And so basically that's my period story. I was over at a friend's house, and I don't know why I was wearing shorts. I can't think of why I would be wearing shorts because it was winter. But I know maybe I wasn't wearing shorts. I can't remember. But I just know that I leaked after 2 hours from the regulars. But I told my friend's mom, I was like, I just had my period. Do you, like, have anything that I can clean myself up with, like wipes or something? And she gave me the wipes and stuff and told me, like, she asked me if I needed help with anything. And I told her no, that I already knew what I was doing and I knew how to put in a tampon. And so she was willing to help me with all that stuff, and I thank God for her. She's so nice, and she was, I wouldn't say she's accepting, because I think all women are going to be accepting that their children or young girls in their life are not going to be, like, disappointed that their kids had their periods or whatever. But anyway, that's my story. And then I remember, like, a couple days after, I never told my dad, because I live with my dad, not my mom. But that day, I told my mom, and I think my mom probably told my dad, because my dad came home with a box of tampons and gave them to me. But he doesn't like them either. Like, he doesn't like the idea of me wearing them, but my mom told him that I liked them. But anyway, that's my story. I would love to see your guys' stories. So if you already have those videos, if you could leave a link below, I'd love that. I love watching these kind of videos. If you don't make it, I would encourage you to make them. So this is a request for you guys. So I really like those kind of videos. So make them or send a link. If you don't want to, then don't, I guess. But I like them. And if you liked it, you can leave a comment saying that you liked this video, or just leave comments saying how your first period was. If you have any requests, please leave them below, or you can inbox me. Anyway, bye girls.